Growing up playing all the sports, as she explains it, Jennifer Klein gravitated to soccer. While playing at different levels and observing her coaches through the years, she plugged into an idea that would change her life.
And in that time realized that, oh wow, like you could really make a career out of this. I, saw all of my college coaches, and I had 2 over the course of my time at the University of Arizona. And it was like, man, this could be something that, I could do to stay in the game that I love.
Commit to everything. Working hard, being aggressive, being disciplined in our style of play, being committed to going to get the ball.
Klein says her post as head of the program is about more than just sport. It's about higher education, a constant conversation between her and her student athletes.
With it coming up, it's definitely stuff that you want to talk about. I'm also always impressed with how much they do on their own. They'll bring something up at practice like, hey, did you know about this? Did you hear about this? And then it sparks conversation. So it's definitely something that we don't want to just be in a bubble of, it's just about the game this weekend, but what's going on in the bigger picture around us.
Right about now, you're probably wondering why I'm on a softball field talking about a soccer coach. That's because Klein says it's unbelievable to be on this campus, the same campus as Title IX pioneer Carol Hutchins, knowing there's a wealth of history and information just a corner kick away.
Her accessibility and her more down-to-earth, like, just I'm here for you, and that is just a resource that you can't really measure. You hear her stories and you realize how far that it has come, and you look at the growth that sport and women in sport has had, and how much more there's still for us to do. And so it's now taking the torch from her generation and trying to push it even further.
So Danny is receiving. She's popping middle, coming inside.
Pushing further, I asked Klein in what area advancement is most needed.
When you look at Title IX, there was such a boost in the participants in sport, and you've seen kind of a sliding scale of you have more women playing and more girls playing, but we don't have a ton of women coaching.
Jennifer said when she was an aspiring coach, something she prepped for while still in college, she didn't say no to any coaching job, no matter how small, and hopes to light that spark in others.
It doesn't always need to be at the head coach of a collegiate team, like go coach your daughter's club team or an AYSO team or a high school team, just so that they can see you and have that role model of, hey, I can do this too when my time comes.
Progress has been substantial, but the evolution and growth must never wane.
We just need to continue to push and just continue to grow the opportunity for everybody, women of color, underrepresented groups, I think, is something that we really have to make sure that we keep pushing for.
For MGO Blue TV, I'm Ed Kingersky.